Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that can feel pretty complicated, dating as a Christian in today's world. From navigating differences in values to dealing with the pressure that comes from both within and outside the church, it's not always easy. But don't worry, we're here to break it down and share some helpful tips on how to approach dating with faith, confidence, and purpose. Let's get into it. Dating as a Christian in today's world can be, well, different. Between expectations about sex, stability, commitment, and pressure, there are major contrasts between Christian and non-Christian values that can make the dating landscape challenging. For those outside the faith, these differences may seem confusing or even foreign. As a 26-year-old Christian, I've personally faced these challenges. I'm not married, I haven't had sex, and my goal in dating is to pursue commitment, longevity, and, ultimately, marriage. If you're like me, you've probably noticed that saying all this on a third date is, let's just say, not the best idea. For Christians, dating in a culture that often feels impulsive and non-committal can be tough. Many of us seek relationships built on faith, but finding someone with shared values can feel like an uphill battle. Our way of approaching relationships is very countercultural. I definitely feel how much I stand out in terms of my views on sex and relationships. It can feel a little odd, honestly. Of course, the most obvious difference is the Christian outlook on sex. But beyond that, subtler aspects like commitment and intentionality can be just as challenging to navigate. In the Christian dating world, there's a sense of pressure. Meeting someone within your faith circle can feel like a goldfish bowl. You often feel like by the third date, you need to be seriously, and this pressure isn't just felt by one side. Both men and women in the church often feel weighed down by expectations. Men in church often feel the pressure to step up and ask women out, which can be daunting. And for women, there's sometimes an unspoken expectation that each date could lead to a long-term relationship. This pressure can make dating feel much more intense than it needs to be. Despite these challenges, there are ways we can approach dating as Christians with peace and purpose. Here are a few tips that can help set your dating life on a more successful path. First, find your identity in Christ. Before we seek out relationships with others, we need to grow as individuals in our relationship with Jesus. As Josh 25 put it, build and grow as a single person. Knowing who you are and what you want is crucial. Don't go through the dating process alone. Surround yourself with trusted friends or family who know you well. Talk to them about your dating experiences. They'll offer valuable insight and keep you grounded. Daniel, for instance, said he often turns to his brother for advice when he's overthinking things. It's easy to feel like every date has to lead to marriage, but that's simply not true. Take the pressure off and enjoy getting to know people. As Lauren Windle put it, it's just coffee. No one's expecting you to meet their parents on the first date. Lastly, don't expect perfection. Relationships take work, and nobody will check all your boxes. Al Su, in his book The Single Issue, reminds us that God is less concerned with who you choose and more concerned with how you treat them. This means relationships are about growth, mutual respect, and commitment. Dating as a Christian comes with unique challenges, but it's also an opportunity to grow in faith, develop deep connections, and